Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to our beloved lecturer and fellow classmates. Today, our group would like to present a case study related to the subject BLK 3404 Power Distribution System under the Faculty of Electrical Technology and Engineering. Our presentation will be guided by our lecturer, Encik Azhar bin Ahmad, Encik Muhammad Falim bin Bari, and Puan Nur Hajasha binti Samsudin. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to present today. Before we begin, let me introduce the member of our team. First, myself is Amir bin Gasni. My metric number is B0822105550. Next, we have Fakif Akmal Roslan with metric number B1123108285. And finally, Muhammad Faris bin Yahya B1123105112. So this is a case study that we will discussing. The case study is talking about a registered competent electrical wireman installed and internal wiring to a switchboard using cable without insulated. At the same time, he also supervised in competent electrical wireman work at the switchboard. So the question is, does he obey with the electrical regulation and how we supposed must to do it? And relate this case study with the electrical regulation. So the safety and health issue that related with this issue regulation 15.2 and 19 for electricity regulation 1994 is related with this case study. So for regulation 15 to talks explaining about a conductor should be insulated and effectively protected or so places or safeguarded in such a manner as to prevent danger. This regulation talking about how important, how much important that wire is must be insulated. So for 19, for regulation, electricity regulation 1994, say about no person except a competent person or a person acting under the immediate supervision of a competent person should have access to any part of this code. So this regulation say about no one or no person that do not have a competent policy of license that can do work at this condition. They must have the license or anything else. So, real example of risk that can occur or happen. So, the first one is related will shock to worker and the public. And number two is electrical fire due to arcing from exposed cable. This is from the that wire when not insulated. This thing can happen. So, injury and death if a short circuit occur while work in being carried out. So, uh, the case of that maybe can happen also because when have a problem with short circuit, they will give uh, the what I want to say. Okay, we forget it. So legal issue. Talking about regulation. One legal issue. Legal issue. Regulation 111 electricity regulation 1994 say about the under only they say about only a competent person or a person under their direct supervision is legally permitted to carry out an electrical maintenance or repair work. So in this case, the when allowing the when not do not allowing the unqualified person to work on an electrical panel even with minimal oversight, constitute a direct violation of this regulation. So for legal consequence, regulation 59, the regulation talking about the suspension or revocation of competency certificate. This regulation explaining about the when the commission may The Commission may endorse or suspend or revoke any certificate that competency hold when the competent person hold a competency certificate. So this means that the competent person PW in question is losing their professional license, which could lead to suspension or revocation of their competency certificate. Number two is disqualification from working as an electrician in the future. So the last one is will damaging the reputation of the ACTA in the working industry. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Fakir bin Roslan and my metric number is B11231025. Thank you to the AME for the explanation, and I would like to continue the explanation about working solution. Okay, first of all, we need to identify the issues. Unsafe and unethical practice. In the electrical engineering field, safety and ethics are fundamental. However, in some cases, serious violation occurs that compromise both. One such case involves competent wiremen using unsalted or exposed cable for internal wiring. This practice is highly dangerous and contract the established safety standard. Additionally, when unqualified or incompetent personnel are allowed to operate or perform tasks at electrical switchboard, the situation becomes even more hazard. These actions are not only unsafe but also unethical and illegal. Such practice violate and core principle of electrical safety and the professional ethic that every engineer and technician is bound to follow. They significantly increase the risk of element shock, fire and equipment failure, terribly endangering life property. Okay, next for the working culture solution is branch of electrical regulation. Electrical safety regulation are in place to protect both personnel and the general public. Several key branch can be identified in the scenario. First, electricity supply 1990 and electrical regulation 1994. These laws specify that only licensed or registered competent persons are authorized to perform electrical work. Allowing unqualified individuals to handle such tasks is a direct branch. Next, Regulation 66. This regulation mandates that all wiring must be properly insulted and installed safely, using exposed or unsalted cable in clearly non-complement. Okay, next, Regulation 110. This entails the importance of supervision. It mandates that electrical work must be supervised by a competent person. Failing to do so increase the likelihood of mistake, accident and system failure. Non-compliance with this regulation can lead to several penalties such as license suspension of revocation, legal action, and in worst case scenarios, criminal charge if the neglect result in injury or fatality. After that, technical and safety violation. From a technical perspective, several violations were evident, each contributing to a high-risk environment. Use of unsalted wiring. This directly goes against recognized electrical standard. Unsalted is a critical component that prevents contact with live wire and reduce the risk of short circuit and fires. Live panel work by unqualified workers. This increase several risks. First, fire hazard, next, electric short, and lastly, system malfunction. Lack of risk assessment and testing. Skipping this crucial step means hazard go undefined. Without proper testing, even a small fault can have disaster consequence. Absence of PPE usage. Personal protective equipment is mandatory when working with electrical system. Not wearing PPE expose workers to an increased danger. Furthermore, working culture solution, complements and responsibility. To address the safety and ethical issues in electrical work, organization must foster a culture built of complement, responsibility and professional. Several key strategies can help create and maintain this standard. Okay, first, use certificate materials only. All electrical installment must be certificate, approved and insulted cable that meet international and national standard. This reduces the risk of system failure and enhance overall safety. Avoiding cheap, substandard material is not just good practice. After that, authorize only competent and licensed personnel. Electrical tasks, especially those involving live equipment or complex installation, must only be performed by certified and competent individuals. This ensures work is done correctly and safely, and reduce liability for both the employer and the workers. Next, ensure active supervision. Every project should be closely monitored by a qualified supervisor. Supervision ensure adhere to produce immediately investigation of unsafe action and corrective measure before any harm occurs. And lastly, conduct regulator training and refresher course. Electrical standard and safety guideline involve worker must to be regularly trained and update on the latest law, regulation, technology, and safety measure. Ongoing induction help reinforce best practice and boost awareness of the new risks. Okay, lastly, for the working culture solution is promoting a safe and ethical workplace. Creating a culture of safety and ethical behavior is not just about rules, it's about values, leadership, and empowerment. First, cultivative a culture of integrity. Safety must be never be compromised, even under pressure, to save time or reduce costs. Cutting corners, especially in electrical work, put life at risk. Integrity means doing the right thing even when no one is watching. Second, encourage reporting to unsafe practice. Workers must feel be safe and encouraged to report unsafe behavior, equipment condition without fear of retaliation. A transparent, blame-free environment leads to quicker problem resolution and fewer incident. Next, leads by example. Supervisor, manager, and competent person must be act as role model. Their behavior set the tone for the entire team. When leadership demonstrate high standard, others follow suit. Next, collaborate with authorities. Engage activity with regulation bodies such as the Suruhanjaya Tenaga to align with best practice, gain update on policies change and practice in safety program. Such partnership shows a commitment to excellence and accountability. And lastly, prioritize human life above all. No project deadline, financial gain or convenience is worth risking a human life. Safety must be treated as a non-negotiable value and every decision should reflect this principle. That's all from me. Thank you. I would like to pass it to Farihaya to continue the presentation.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Fahmi bin Yahya. My part is contribution to our society. Okay, next, community safety and well-being. First point is ensure safe electrical installation in homes and public space. Second point, follow regulation to prevent accident, fire, electrocution. Third point, education the public on electrical safety practice. 4. Support emergency repair during outage or disaster. Skill sharing and mentorship. For the first point is train and supervise junior or apprentice wiremen. Second, offer workshop or talk at school or community center. Third, provide internship opportunities for students in technical field. Four, encourage young talent to pursue career in electrical engineering. Environmental and social responsibility. First point is promote energy efficient solution. For example, LED light, solar power. Second point is participate in community clean up or green energy project. Third point is reduce waste by recycling electrical component. Four, support underprivileged communities with affordable solution. And for the last is professional at height and leadership. First point is lead by example in ethical work and compliance. Second, uphold standard the maintain public trust. Third point, report unsafe practice to protect the community. Last point, collaborate with authorities to improve industry practice. That's all. Thank you.